Hi, everyone. Welcome back to AI News. I'm your host, Ethan.
This is Felicia.
Today, we have our very first person that came to our studio and did the interview.
Oh, really?
I think so.
At very early stage.
Very early stage, yes.
Yeah, and then he become our good friend. We went to a lot of events, and everywhere we go, we see this guy.
Because he's so tall among all the people. Every time I walk in a place, I say, oh, will I see Wolfgang today? When I walk in, I immediately see a hat above all people. I was like, oh, I see that hat. I know that's Wolfgang. That's my friend. That's my dearest brother. Let's welcome Wolfgang.
Hello, it's so good to see you. Ethan and Felicia, you are dear friends, and I'm so honored to be on with you today.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Wolfgang have a very amazing news that he wants to share with us.
Yes.
And I have no idea about what it is. And then she has some idea, and she's like, oh, we gotta let everyone know.
Yeah.
Please tell us a little bit about what you're doing and what you're working on for the past how many years?
7 years. It started out in 2018 when I saw an opportunity. I realized that conservative candidates needed better tools to connect, number one, with volunteers that would want to support them, as well as win the elections. And so I have spent 7 years researching, forging partnerships, and perfecting the vision. And the WinPC app was born. And it's ready now to transform how campaigns mobilize support for the upcoming 2026 races.
Oh, this is great. Please tell us a little bit about this app you're working on.
Okay, well, let me first share with you what the mission statement of the app is, because the app is not for everyone. What we are doing is we're connecting conservative candidates with aligned volunteers to successfully win elections through innovative campaign strategies that effectively reach the swing voters for victory. It's the swing voters that make the difference.
How do you reach those swing voters?
Let me first say for who this is. And we have what is called the Conservative Values Pledge. And anybody who wants to use this app, the candidate and the volunteer, they both have to agree to uphold this Conservative Values Pledge. If not, they cannot use the app. And so we have 5 points. And these 5 points, number one is religious liberty and conscience rights, which says, I preserve the right of conscience for all citizens, including their freedom to practice the tenets of their faith. Number two is the protection of human life, which says, I protect innocent human life from conception to natural death. Number three is traditional family values, which says, I defend the natural family and natural marriage, one man and one woman, the foundational building blocks of society. Number four is parental rights. It says, I restore the natural right of parents to determine the best way to educate, raise, and care for their children. And number five is free market economics. I promote free market economic policies that empower our families to achieve their highest potential. This is the Conservative Values Pledge, and if candidates and volunteers like these 5 statements, they can come on board, list their campaign. The candidates can list their campaign, and for the volunteers, it's all free. They can download the app and they can start supporting the volunteers that are on the app.
Great.
Wow.
This is great.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't even know who's representing them in their district.
Exactly.
And then they don't know who they're voting for. They don't know their, I think the pledge you gave is a very compelling evidence. Like, hey, at least I did this pledge.
Yeah, and it's filtering out those people who call themselves as conservative. So, oh, I'm Republican, I'm a Christian, I'm a conservative, but they agree with portion of abortion, kind of, but
Exactly.
yeah, you have the pledge is very important. Let people know, oh, we are the same kind of people, and I can support you as a volunteer. I can fully support you, and as a, the candidate, my volunteer is the same people as me, so they can support each other.
Exactly. That's so right. This WinPC app gives the candidates and the volunteers and anybody who is kind of visiting the app and looking at it the assurance that everybody on here is conservative, biblical in a way, because these are biblical values, but they are conservative values too. As you said, there is a distinction between somebody who says I'm conservative, but secretly supports, well, a family doesn't need to be one man and one woman. Well, we definitely believe it's one man and one woman. That is what is called a marriage. Or they support abortion. Then they are not able to use this app.
Yeah, because we actually know a few. I can think of one right now.
Me too. Are we thinking the same person?
I think so. Is it from Glendale?
Oh, no, it's not from Glendale.
Okay, then we know at least two.
Yeah.
He has his gay lover, and then he
Oh.
support abortion.
Yep.
And then he came on to our show, go like, I'm a conservative, I'm a pro-capitalist, and then vote for me. And
we've been fooled so many times, as we do the podcast. We would love to invite, Christian conservative come up, and we wanted to give them a chance to talk to their voters. Yeah, but like we've been fooled so many times, as
Yes.
they might get baptized and they thought they're Christian, but they don't have any value from Christianity and the biblical. So when we get to know them, and we started to, oh no, I shouldn't invite these people. These people came,
yeah.
The app really helps to separate, and so you can be assured those people on the WinPC app, these are good people that you want to vote for because they represent our values,
Yeah.
and you want to volunteer for them.
Yeah.
And so that's what the app does. It connects people that want to support those conservative, traditional kind of candidates and give them support through hopefully many, many volunteers that will sign up.
Right. So can we download it right now?
Yes, it's already on the Apple Store. It's on the Google Android Play Store. So you can download it right now. And Pastor Chean, who is running for governor, is actually listed on it. Tomorrow I have a presentation to 15 more people that are aligned, and we will see. Hopefully many of them will make the decision to come on board, and we will soon have a large list of conservatives that are running for a government office.
Yeah, I think this is great. I think this is what we need right now. And then like a filtering process. Yeah, a lot of time we don't know who to vote for during the primary election.
Oh yeah.
Everyone said they're Christian. Everyone said they're conservative. And
it confused me.
Yeah. And then
Yes.
and I think what you're doing right now is important and it's very, very necessary, especially at a time like this. When we're taking back our ground, when we're fighting for culture change in our culture, in our state, the best weapon we need is to have the right candidate to represent us. If they're like wolf in sheep clothing, then it's very bad for us.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about, you asked me, how do we do that? And what are the advantages? How can we win the race? We are working with some really cutting edge technology that has been developed over many years. We have a contract that this data, this special data, is being supplied to us. So what we have is we have real-time voter contact tracking and intelligence. We have what is very different, and I believe no other management system for elections has. We have a gamification system. So the volunteers are going to have a lot of fun playing the game of actually collecting kingdom puzzle pieces. And the kingdom puzzle pieces are like points in the system which you are accumulating when you go, for instance, door knocking. You go door knocking, the system assigns you 10 addresses around where you are. You don't need a campaign manager to tell you what to do. You just go into the system. You say, I'm a volunteer. I'm ready. I'm in this area right now, and I have an hour of time that I want to support my volunteer with. You go into the system. You say, I'm ready. It gives you 10 addresses, and you go and door knock those 10 houses, those 10 addresses, and the system, you as the volunteer give feedback through the system back, and you get points, kingdom puzzle pieces. You're collecting them. And so it's fun because you see yourself on the leaderboard going up the more you are door knocking and collecting other and more kingdom puzzle pieces. So it's fun. It's really fun for the volunteer.
Yeah, it's like, app that track your step, and then you're compared to the world. It's like, oh,
I gotta walk more.
yeah.
I'm the king today. I'm the first place. No one can take the first place from my hand,
Yeah.
right?
Competition.
Yeah.
Competition is really
competition,
fun.
friendly, good competition, fun. You know?
Yeah.
And I think volunteers will really jump into that and say, you know what? Why don't I spend every day an hour, and collect more and see myself? There will be eventually in January, there will be some prizes for the top 3 on the leaderboard. So you not only can support your candidate and do some good stuff, you can also win a prize eventually.
That's really good. And you can even hold the phone to God and say, hey, look what I did. I walked so many, and I knocked so many doors. God, remember me.
So, hey, Jesus, I did my part.
One of the other really good advantages of this app, which separates us from any other app, is that we have a multi-candidate coalition platform, which means on our app, we will have listed all the different people that kind of form a coalition of values. So if somebody goes door knocking, for instance, for Chian, they can then also door knock if they are in the district of Raul Ortiz. They can also door knock for Raul Ortiz or Jessica Maldonado or Eric Ching or other people that are aligned in values, and they can actually get the word out at the same time and support several candidates.
Oh.
Yeah. And the thing I think about is a lot of time conservative feel isolated. We're like, oh, I'm the only one. I'm like Elijah. Okay. Where is the 7,000?
Yeah, there's
This app.
on the app.
Yeah, this is like, oh, okay, there are these numbers. Oh, this guy walked so many houses. I think to find a connection between people so you don't feel alone, so you don't feel like you're fighting this battle. You're like, oh, I have my brothers and sister. I think that is an important and a very encouraging thing to see the number. I believe
see others 7,000.
Yeah.
One of the other advantages, Ethan, is that we have like a door-to-door canvassing optimization, which means we are eliminating duplicates, which means if somebody has already door knocked a certain door for a certain campaign, that one is taken out of the pool, which means the next volunteer who wants to door knock in that same area, he will not knock on the same door and kind of annoy the person again with the same campaign, because they have already heard about it. They already probably said, yeah, I love Jian or I love Eric Ching, So the volunteers are not double door knocking. So once somebody for a certain campaign has door knocked, they are taken out of the pool. So we are avoiding duplication. It's all real-time live interaction. The app has amazing capabilities.
You're very thoughtful. as a resident, I don't really like people, same group of people knock my door again and again and again. Yeah.
Exactly. So the people in the houses will like it because they will only get one visit.
Oh,
And
that's cool. That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's really cool. Usually you have the candidate or the campaign manager that is on the top. So we have a 3-tier command structure. So we have the campaign manager on the top. Then we have the so-called admins of the campaign manager, and that can be, I don't know, depends on how many volunteers they have. But if it is, let's say, 10 volunteers per admin, then you can have, let's say, 50 admins times 10 is like 500 volunteers. And so every admin then has 10 volunteers to care for. The campaign manager can give out, let's say today we are focusing on Riverside, and then the campaign admins give their kind of instructions to all the volunteers, and the volunteers can then go out and do what they need to do in Riverside County, for instance, if that is the target for the day.
This is amazing. I can't wait to try out this app because this is
Try very soon today.
yeah.
Can you tell us, what do we search in the Apple Store and in Android?
Well, you just go for Win, WIN, space PC, space app, Win PC app. And it has this beautiful kind, I don't know how you call the color. I think it's like a fuchsia pink color. And it says Win in big white letters, Win. And it
Is it the
has
one
like,
on top of your head right now?
yes, exactly.
Yeah, that one.
That's the logo. You just look for that logo. That's the sign for the WinPC app. When you see that, you're in the right place.
All right. Very excited about this app. Is there anything you want to add to let our voters know?
Yes, the app is ideal for fundraising. I know that fundraising is an issue for many, many candidates, and they always want more help with fundraising. This app is actually a fantastic tool to help the candidates to fundraise. And if you are if you just measure it very conservatively, you can fundraise just with one volunteer $25 per week in fundraising will give the candidate an enormous amount of money to operate with. So it's not something big to say, if I'm a volunteer and I want to raise funds for my candidate who I love because I'm aligning with his values, and to go out and to try to find $25 to be donated to the campaign within 1 week, I think that's not a difficult task, right?
Yeah.
Should not be difficult.
Yeah, should not be difficult.
Yeah, that is great.
That is great.
Can a conservative Christian YouTube channel use it to fundraise as well?
Come on.
Right now it's for candidates, but Ethan, if you or Felicia run for a district, I can certainly help you.
I think I'm encouraging him to run for Acadia mayor. This is one of my prayer, and I hope in the future someday, I don't know, I just have a heavy burden in the West, San Gabriel, Temple City, Arcadia, those area, a lot of Chinese people living there. And I know they're held by a very corrupted Chinese, some even related to communist government. That's very bad. I want to take them off and replace them with Ethan.
I think Ethan would make a great mayor.
Great mayor?
Great mayor. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I hope someday maybe he turned like 60 or something, we can have a Ethan mayor.
Yeah, I'm a dictator though. Yeah, I'm like, hey, believe in Christ or else,
Yeah, but I'm so glad that you can make this app for, 7 years to make an app for supporting conservative.
7 years with the idea and kind of mulling it over and developing and creating vision and making connections, international connections, and getting the brightest minds together to actually develop this and create it.
Yeah.
One other thing that is going to be really, really cool in the very near future, because we kind of just getting started to get the word out about it. But once the word is out, in one of our next releases of the app, we're actually going to add multi-languages, which means people can then select which kind of language are you. And we will include Chinese. So Chinese will be a language in the future where people can click, and then the whole app is in Chinese where you can read it, and it's so much better to communicate. And Pastor Che, for instance, he's Korean. We also plan to have a Korean version. So all the people that are not speaking English, but Korean, and all the Asian speaking countries can actually come and support Jian.
Oh, wow. That's so good. This is so good.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. Voter guide could be use this app to do it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for last election, last election 2024, and we made
voter guide.
Voter guide. Yeah, voter guide.
Voter
just
guide.
Just tell people who to vote for. And I made bunch of cities, Southern California, Northern California. Maybe we can put on your app, and people can
Excellent.
easily
Let's talk about that. We can add that information because we have like a knowledge base, and in the knowledge base we can put that. Yes, excellent.
And people can very easily say, "Oh, I live in Southern California, city of Wana," right? And they just click into the Wana, and they can see a bunch of people who will appear in your
AINEWS endorsed. I mean, Felicia endorsed. Ethan endorsed.
Yes. Something like that, right? Oh, this is great.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is great. We're very excited. Well, thank you for coming up to the show. As for our viewers, please go download the app, try it out, look what's in there. And then if you have any feedback, please feel free to comment on the bottom. We'll give it to Wolfgang.
Yeah.
Yes, and the website, the website has a lot of information there, also with blog posts. The website is winpcapp.com. winpcapp.com.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you for the great news.
You're welcome. See you soon on the app as a volunteer.
Yeah, as a volunteer, I gonna be, the first place. I gonna win the prize. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.